Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, good morning. So, this is English for Guiding Subject with me, Julian R. Wicaksono. Yes, I will replace Bu Eni position until the final term later. But maybe I have a kind of, I don't know whether it is a good or bad news for you. So for theory class, we'll have twice meetings in a week, but for practicum, still we have once meeting in a week. So we'll meet once a week for practicum. Later, after you come to the campus, we'll have a kind of face-to-face meetings in the classroom. Okay. But before we have a kind of theory class in this video, I hope you are already finished in doing the questionnaire. It is important for you and of course for me to decide what kind of media that I will use for the next meetings, whether it is a kind of video conference because you want a kind of interactive class, or maybe a kind of monologue, something like this, or maybe you just want a kind of text based media. So it's up to you. Okay, it's already 2 minutes. So back to our topic here. I just want to review something. So English for guiding. You have learned a lot with Bu Eni, especially for the theory one. So here we will focus on the implementation. Okay, but I just want to review what is guiding actually. Okay, you may have a kind of definition or maybe your subjective definition, but I have taken 4 definitions. The first one is from Google. So guiding here is a person that is direct or have an influence on the course of an action of someone or something. So here the stress is on direct and having influence. Okay, next. The second one is taken from Cambridge. That guiding means giving the most important information about a particular subject. So here the stress is about giving important information about a particular subject. Okay, next, the third, taken from Oxford Advanced American Dictionary. So guiding means giving advice and help or having a strong influence on a people. So here, guiding means giving advice and help. Okay, sometimes when you see a guidance, for example, like the teacher always giving you a kind of advice, suggestion, and sometimes help for you. in doing, for example, the task or maybe some problem that you have. And sometimes the teacher or maybe the assistant having a strong influence on the students in the class. So sometimes when the teacher is good, the students will be good sometimes. So the stress, the same with the first definition from Google, that is giving a strong influence. Okay, and the last taken from Merriam-Webster dictionary. So guiding here means acting as a guide to something, for example, like doing or maybe a practice or maybe a kind of job. So I think I think the last definition that taken from Merriam-Webster is very related with our subject, that is acting as a guide that is direct in a way or a course, so giving direction. Okay, so that's it. So I have taken 4 definitions from 4 different just say that it is dictionary, but here I have my own definition about guiding because it is related with a tour or tourism. So guiding here means being someone who is able to first direct, like the first and the fourth definition that previously we had in the first slide. So direct here means maybe showing the path, whether turn right or turn left, and etc. And then the second one is describe and explain. Is it similar or different? Are they different or similar between describing something and explaining about something? Are they different or similar, or both of them are the same? So actually describe and explain are different. You may take a look on the dictionary. And then the last is able to tell a story. Yes, I think all of you are master it. But maybe for introvert person, telling a story is a bit difficult, but I am sure that you are capable to tell a story. Okay, let's take a look on the first capabilities that a tour guide or maybe a guidance should or maybe must have. The first one is direct, that is directing the path, showing the way. What should I do when I am here and I want to go, for example, like in the restroom, in certain room, or maybe in the class? Okay, as a guidance, as a tour guide, you must know about the direction to certain places. Yes. Okay. And then the second one is about telling the procedure. So sometimes direct means telling the procedure or telling the steps when making something. For example, like cooking Indomie. You know that Indomie is very popular there, For example, like in Japan or maybe in Korea, Indomie is very popular. But some of them, the people who live in Korea, in Japan, don't know how to cook Indomie well like Indonesian. So you have to tell about the procedure, the step. Okay, maybe the first one, you have to boil water and then put maybe 2 eggs, but crack it first, right? And then put in the boiled water, and then after that put in the noodle, and then the last is put in the seasoning, and then stir it and consume it. Okay, maybe for you it's very easy, but sometimes for them it is a bit difficult because they have different tradition or maybe custom in cooking some food. Okay, and then the last is direct, mean giving example. Yeah, sometimes it is not enough to just direct them or show them or maybe telling them about the path or the procedure. Sometimes we need to give the example by doing it in front of them. For example, how to cut, for example, when we try to cook fried rice, for example, when we try to, to mix the seasoning, maybe when we try to give the seasoning here, how much, sometimes Indonesian people tends to use the filling when cooking. So you have to give the example about your feeling in giving seasoning. So it is very important because sometimes different feeling will affect in different tastes. So giving the examples sometimes it's better than only say about the procedure or maybe showing about the path. Okay, so I think that's it. It's already 13 minutes. I don't want, to waste your quota, your packet data more. So for this first meeting, I only give you a quiz. So you have to do the quiz. Later on Wednesday, I will give you the practicum class with the theory class. So thank you very much for listening. I think that's it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.